Yo, hey guys, it's me, Fusion What Ifs, and yeah, it's been a while. I'm sorry I haven't recorded in a long time, even though my schedule is a bit iffy now. It is still the same, it's just that, yeah, I've been going through some stuff, like I had to study a lot, and the studying paid off. I got 2 awards at school, well, like 2 weeks ago, so yeah. So I had to study it because, I had like a test, like a bunch of tests these past 3-4 weeks. Um, really sorry about that. I'm gonna be doing my 800 sub special right now because yeah, I still missed that 900 sub special, and yeah, I can't wait until we get to 1,000 subs. We're only 47 subscribers away, and yeah, also please subscribe to Zero. He's another whatever that I've seen his videos, and he's doing a pretty good job. He usually does My Hero Academia crossover with Jujutsu Kaisen, which is amazing. Right now, he's working on his What If Deku with Satoru Gojo, as you can see. And yeah, he is very passionate. His goal is to become Rogex, or a new Rogex, right? Which I can support. Like, he probably could, right? Because he's thinking of this as a very passionate thing, right? Right now, to me, it's only a hobby. Like, until I get to 1,000 subs, I only really see this as a hobby. Sorry if that offends any of y'all who are subscribed to me. But yeah, I only see this as a hobby right now. So until I get to 1,000 subs, I won't really treat it as a job, right? So yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, I got a new intro creator. Like, dead ass. And he's doing good. Like, he just made my new intro right now. So yeah, it's been so long, and I can't believe I'm going to say this now. I've been waiting so long. But yeah, play my intro. Now that's done, I hope you guys enjoyed my intro or my new intro. Like I said before, the guy's Gmail is down in the comments, and the song that was used is also down in the comments. So yeah. Also, guys, I'm ready, guys. I have my water. I have my blanket. Yeah, I have a blanket with me usually whenever I do what ifs. Do not call me a sissy or a baby. I swear to God, like I already have to get that enough of my sister, who was younger than me. I swear to God. But yeah, I need to stop ranting. Let's get straight into this. Okay, we start off with. Oh, do I have a cut somewhere? Shit. Okay. We start off with Izuku like always, right? And everything is usually goes to canon, more or less. He lives a pretty good life until the age of 4, right? A doctor diagnoses him quirkless, and this is when his life starts to go down the rails, right? Bakugo starts bullying him and gave him the name Deku. Damn it. And the reason I'm sighing so much and I seem so sad is because, like, the matter I'm going to get into directly after, I'm not explaining the backstory, is going to hurt, I swear to God. But yeah, he bullies Izuku. Izuku goes back home that day, sees the debut of All Might, inspired, but he asks his mom to become a hero. His mom only says sorry, showing that yeah, she does not believe he can become a hero. And yeah, now he's on a roof directly after his conversation with All Might. Let's have a flashback. Okay, so now we have Izuku, who is currently in class right now, and the teacher walks in. What I have here is, application papers, or, got career papers for you guys, what you guys want to become in the future. But I know you guys all want to become heroes, so, he throws the papers in the air. Everyone starts using their quirk, except for Izuku and Bakugo. This is when the teacher announces, Bakugo, aren't you going to go to UA? Or apply for UA? And this is when everyone just stops, and they're like, wait, UA? Doesn't that have like a 0.02% entrance rate? And then, everyone's like, yo. And, he's like, some people are like, yeah, Bakugo's definitely going to get in. And this is when Bakugo's like, exactly, you damn extras. Only person here who's probably going to get into UA is me. everyone here would even be lucky to become the sidekicks of some D-listers. And this is when everyone, starts getting pissed. And this is when, the teacher, to redirect it, it was like, hey, Midori, aren't you also going to the hero course? Or going to UA? And this is when everyone's eyes just turn to Izuku. And they just laugh. They're like, Izuku, the quirkless, it's like, he's gonna go, he's gonna make it. Just, you ain't even allow that. And this is when, Izuku, hiding under his hands is like, no, they changed that rule, last year. So yeah, I can't actually try out. And this is when Bakugo pulls up, he goes an explosion at his head. It's like, damn, Deku, stay out of my way, okay? You're not even gonna make it through the practical exam. And this is when Izuku's like, we didn't know until we tried. And this is when Bakugo is like, you damn, he's about to pull another explosion on Izuku. But this is when, the teacher's like, everyone, calm down. Class is still in session. And this is when that happens. Time skip to after class is done. And Izuku's packing up his stuff, he's about to leave. But this is when Bakugo and two of his lackeys come up and they're like, Izuku, you better not apply for UA or if you know what's good for you. And this is when Izuku is just trying to rush out of the door, right? Trying to pack his stuff really fast. But this is when one of the lackeys get his analysis. And he's like, Hero Analysis 13, what's this, a diary? This is when Bakugo opens it and he's like, damn, Deku. And then it's like, Izuku's like, Kachan, would you please hand that back to me? But this is when Bakugo's like, sure. And, he just does an explosion on the notebook, charring it, and then just throws it out the window. And this is when Izuku's kind of more broken than usual. And while Bakugo is leaving, he says, hey, Izuku, hey, Deku. Yeah, starting out Izuku. Hey, Deku. I have an idea if you actually want to become a hero, but have a quirk, right? This is when Izuku kind of perks up. And, this is when Izuku was like, just take a swan dive off the roof and hope for a quirk in your next life. Damn, Deku. He walks out. His lackeys are laughing, which, shit, bro, is cold. This is when Izuku just kind of looks down and clenches his fists. He's like, dude, you catch on, you damn idiot. What happens if I actually did it? And then, he just walks down and he grabs his notebook. While doing this, he walks down a tunnel because, he's late to get home. This is when he gets attacked by the sludge villain, right? And while being attacked, he feels like he's about to die. But this is until All Might comes up and he's like, Detroit Smash! And Detroit Smash. And, that happens. This is when Izuku gets knocked out, wakes up a few minutes later to All Might knocking him, slapping him in the face. He's like, he's like, oh, Midoriya. He's like, yeah, young Midoriya. How are you? Are you okay? And, this is when Izuku's like, yeah, I'm good. It's so cool to see you. All Might, would you please sign my notebook? But this is when All Might, very shows that he already signed his notebook. And, Izuku's like, oh, I already signed my notebook. And, he's going to ask All Might a question like, wait, I have a question for you. And he's like, yes. And then All Might's like, oh, All Might is like, I really don't have any time left. So, he's like, maybe next time, civilian. And he jumps, right? But this is when he looks down and he sees that Izuku's attached to his leg. And, All Might's like, dude, he's like, young Midoriya, please get off. And young Midoriya, get off. And this is when Izuku's like, if I get off, I'm going to die. Sorry, my voice isn't high enough, is it? Yeah, so this is when he says, if I get off, I'm going to die. And this is when All Might's like, fine. And, they land on a building, right? And this is when Izuku's about to ask questions, like, All Might, can someone with... But this is when a puff of smoke happens, like, All Might? And this is when All Might starts to explain his wound and his injury. But, after that, Izuku then says, but wait, All Might, can someone fight a quirk become a hero? This is when All Might looks directly at Izuku and he says, no. Someone without a quirk can't become a hero. Hell, someone with a quirk, it takes a lot to become a hero. Try something more realistic. Maybe become a police officer. I heard they get good pay. And this is when he just walks down the building, right? Well, not walk down the building, takes the stairs down the building. Sorry. This is Naruto. Shit. Here's the topic. Okay. For the following, I'm going to tell you guys, right? If any of you guys are experiencing anything like this, please do not off yourself. Talk to someone. Get some help. I'm not saying this in a rude way. Like, please, we can't have anyone who's, anyone in general just die because of something like this, okay? No. when Izuku is looking down, right, and what's going through his mind is what Akiko said earlier, which was, damn, Deku, just take a swan dive off the roof and hope for growth in your next life. And this is going through Izuku's head, and it's, oh, God. And it's just being like, Kacha, maybe you're right. And, he starts edging closer and closer to the end of the roof. He takes off his bag, and he goes to the other side of the rails, right? And he's like, all it takes is one jump, and I'll finally be free. Away from all of this, quirksism. Yeah, that's what I'm going to call it. Quirksism and oppression. I'll finally be free. And he jumps. When he jumps, he realizes that, wait, what about my mom? And then, before he can even do anything else, right, he's already jumped and splat. He's dead on the floor. This is when Izuku opens his eyes, right? And he's like, wait, am I still alive? What happened? And this is when he looks down and he sees his body. He's like, wait, is that me? And he looks at his chest and then he sees a chain, right? This is when Izuku's like, wait, what's going on? And this is when a voice behind him says, you've come early, very early for some reason. I thought you'd die of old age before you actually came to me. And this is when he turns around and he sees the one and only Yamamoto wearing a black Shohakusho, a white Hiyori, and his legendary Zanpakuto, which is currently disguised as a cane. I swear, this dude is one of the most powerful characters in all of Bleach. Hands down, okay? So yeah. This is when Yamamoto is like, you seem to have come early. That's strange. This is when Izuku's like, wait, who are you? And this is when Yamamoto starts to explain that I am your past life. Or, what you were in your past life, right? My name is Yamamoto, right? I don't know the rest of his name because it is fucking long. Like, I swear, bro, it is fucking long. I can't say that. But yeah, he says my name is Yamamoto and I'm your past reincarnation. Or, your past life, right? I was head of the Soul Society and all of that, right? He starts to explain technically what Soul Reapers are. And this is when Yamamoto asks Izuku. Oh no, this is when Yamamoto starts explaining that he's been with Izuku the whole time, but he's been absorbing like a lot of Ryatsu, more like storing it up. Because when he came in, the only way for Izuku to awaken his power was to die. So Yamamoto originally thought, yeah, probably coming when he's very old or something like that. So, he was just more or less saving up energy. So, when Izuku came, while being 14, he's like, damn, he came way too early. But he's here nonetheless. This is when Yamamoto asks the question. Izuku Midoriya, my reincarnation, would you like to come back as a Soul Reaper? No. As head captain of Soul Reapers, with the power to eclipse everyone in this world. And this is when Izuku thinks about it, and he's like, yes, I want to come back. I want to be a hero to save everyone, and I forgot that I can't leave my mom here alone, and in this world alone. And this is when Yamamoto's like, you have a strong sense of justice. You really are my reincarnation. I bet it's time to bring you back. This is when Yamamoto sort of pushes Izuku, right? Izuku falls back into his body, and he checks, and he wakes up again, right? And he sees that he's alive, right? All his wounds are closed. It's just dried up blood everywhere. And Izuku's like, wait, what happened? Was that actually real? But this is when he hears a voice behind him and says, yes, young Midoriya, it was real. Yes, child, it was real. And this is when he turns around and he sees Yamamoto, but Yamamoto is a spirit now, okay? Remember, he's a spirit, okay? So it's not like he's physically there. No, he's a spirit that only Izuku can see. And this is when Yamamoto starts to explain Izuku's powers, and that because Yamamoto has been absorbing so much energy, Izuku can now officially use can now officially use his Soul Reaper's powers while still being in his human body. God damn, I swear. So he can use his Soul Reaper powers while still being in his human body, right? This is when, Izuku goes home. He thanks his mom, says hi to his mom, thanks her mom. Says that, he might have awakened. No, it doesn't say he awakened a quirk, just, talks about it. And yeah, during these 10 months, Izuku learns everything, right? He learns Zanjutsu, which is the equivalent to Kenjutsu, but for Shinigamis. Hakudo, which is close quarter combat, or just combat hand-to-hand for Soul Reapers. So, which should be techniques like Shimpo and all of that. And Kido, which translates to Demon Way, which is, the attacks that they use. Or, the more magical attacks that they use. Using Ryatsu. No. Ryoku? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Ryoku. Yeah. And this is when the 10 months come to an end. Izuku sees Yamamoto starting to fade away. And he's like, wait, Yamamoto, what's happening? This is when Yamamoto explains, it's like, even though I've been absorbing a lot of energy, right? You came too early, right? I didn't absorb enough energy to stay here for as long as you would stay here. I was always meant to die before you. Or, dissipate before you, right? So that you can become your own person. And I've taught you well. You're probably one of my best students. I hope you make it through. I remember, become a hero and save everyone. Always stay on the path of justice. Do not stray. And this is when Yamamoto dissipates completely. Izuku's crying, right? He hasn't cried in a long time, but he's crying, right? He bawls his eyes out. And, yeah. He's like, Yamamoto, I promise to you that I'll keep your wishes to heart, right? And this is when, I gotta mention it, right? Technically, all of Izuku's abilities are at captain level, right? His senses, they can sense throughout the whole city. No one is sneaking behind this dude, okay? But also, before Yamamoto left, he put a seal on Izuku that he explained to Izuku that was like, this is a seal that all captains wear, every single one of them. It seals off 80% of their power. So, yeah. And also, even with that 80%, Izuku is still going to be holding back quite a bit. So, yeah. And this is when he goes back home, says hi to his mom, and he starts getting ready for the UA entrance exam, right? He goes, and he bumps into Bakugo. And, yeah. Bakugo looks, and he sees Izuku, right? But Izuku's not at the same height as Bakugo, right? And he's like, deku, and, he just walks away, right? This is when Izuku sees a brown-haired girl about to trip and fall. This is when he comes in, saves her, and he's like, hey, you okay? This is when Araka's like, yeah. And she then says, oh, my name's Uchako Araka. This is when Izuku says, yeah, my name's Izuku Midori. And, they talk a bit, the bell rings, and he's like, oh, we got to the auditorium quickly. So, they run. I forgot to mention Izuku's appearance, didn't I? Okay, wait, let me tell you, right? Izuku's now a bit taller. Like, he's grown taller. He's now the height of Bakugo. Nothing more, nothing less. He has white hair, which I will explain. It's a natural thing, okay? So, during the few years before he met Yamamoto, he has been going through a lot of stress and oppression. So, his hair has had, little white hairs here and there. But after unlocking or, meeting Yamamoto, he has gained more white hairs because Yamamoto did have did have black hair at the start, but, started having white hair because, he was growing older. But Izuku's going to have a bit of white hair because of stress, okay? That. Also, Izuku has unlocked his Shikai and Bankai, but will not use any of them. Not yet, because there is no need right now. Only time I ever see myself actually activating or making Izuku use his Shikai is either going to be against the Nomu or Muscular or someone of that level, right? He's not going to pull up and use Shikai on Bakugo. That's dumb, stupid, and irresponsible, okay? Even though this dude is going to get his revenge, don't get me wrong, he's going to get his revenge. He's not going to do it in some dumbass way. So, yeah. Enough ranting. Back to the story. They walk in, they do the practical exam, right? The written exam, And Izuku aces it, right? He comes in top 3. And this is when, while explaining the robots, President Mike explaining the robots, Ida butts in, and he's like, "Sir, there seems to be still a fourth robot. This is a mistake by UA. I'm severely, disappointed." And then he says, "You," and he points to Izuku, and he's like, "Tell your friend to keep quiet. You not telling him this is making everyone else have to be distracted." And this is when Izuku's like, "Okay, for one, you are disrupting everyone in the stream. How about you sit down and shut the fuck up? 2, how dare you assume that this brat is my friend?" This one Bakugo's like, "Brat? Damn," and he's like, "Shut up, Bakugo." And Bakugo just sits down. Bakugo just sits down. He's like, "How dare you assume that this brat is my friend, okay? It's even a miracle that I know who he is, okay? I don't pin him going around, talking a bunch of bullshit on me, okay? That is his fault. Take it up with him, okay? Now sit down and let President Mike continue." This is when President Mike's like, "Damn! Thank you, number whatever ever, for not only telling this dude to sit the fuck down, you also destroyed him and obliterated him. Thank you, dude." Everyone else is just fucking either saying, "Oh damn," laughing, or clapping for Izuku, right? Izuku sits back down and he's like, "Mission complete." Shit. Okay. This is when we get to the practical exam, right? He gets there and he sees Uraraka, right? This time he doesn't go over to Uraraka because, doesn't really need to. He doesn't see that Uraraka is doesn't see that Uraraka actually needs help. So yeah, the alarm rings and Izuku just shinpos. Actually, no, he doesn't even shimpo yet. He just runs, right? And him running is faster than Ida. Is like two times Ida's speed, right? So he's here destroying a bunch of robots, catching a bunch of bodies, right? And this is when you enter the auditorium. No, the teachers area, where they're watching the match. And, everyone's like, "Oh, look at these students, look at these students." But this is when Nezu notices, like, this one seems good. Not only is he physically strong, but he's fast. Kind of like you, All Might. So when All Might looks and he sees, wait, isn't that the kid I met a few months ago? When did you say he was quirkless? And, everyone, this is when All Might's like, "Hey, what's the dude's quirk?" This is when Nezu's like, "Izuku Midoriya, quirkless." This is when everyone's like, wait, quirkless? Like, he has the highest score right now, right? He's currently at 180 points. He's like, quirkless? No way. And this is when Nezu's like, "Yeah, he's quirkless." And this is when I was like, "Wait, is he connected with All for One?" Him kind of getting mad, but he's not going to go into any assumptions yet, okay? So yeah, this is when Nezu's like, quirkless, huh? Let's see if he can handle this. I'm interested." While sipping some tea, and he presses a red button. And as we all know in anime, red buttons are never good buttons. And while clicking the red button, up comes out the 0 pointer, right? Everyone runs, right? Izuku's just about to leave because, he's no reason to destroy the 0 pointer because, it's 0 points. But then he hears a scream asking for help, and he looks back and he sees Uraraka, and he sees everyone else, right? He sees some people like perk up and look at him, but, no one's going back to save her. And this is when Izuku's like, these guys don't deserve to become heroes. This is when Izuku just shimpo for the first time, right? Everyone just sees an after image, like everyone's like, "Wait, why is he just staying still?" Right? But all they see is this after image, right? Right now he's helping Kuraraka, right? She got her out the rubble and he just put her in like an open space beside everyone. Everyone's like, "Wait, how did you get here?" And he's like, "I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it was that guy." And, he points to Izuku, and then everyone's like, "What are you doing? Get out of here." This is when Izuku just kind of jumps, right? Yeah. Just kinds of jumps, right? And he reels his hand back and he says, "Ikotsu." This is loud enough for everyone to hear, but everyone to hear. So the teachers did hear it, and it's like, "Ikotsu." This is when Izuku punches the 0 pointer and it goes flying, right? But while also flying, it hit a few robots. This is like it's equivalent to the 100% Detroit Smash, but just better, right? So robots behind it go and they crash and they break. So when Izuku lands down softly, right? And he just walks. While walking, he goes to Uraraka, asks if she's okay. Uraraka says, yeah, she's, with like a tiny blush. No, it's not because she likes him, but, not because she likes him, but because, he saved his life. She's like a bit embarrassed. And this is when, um, Recovery Girl comes up and she's like, anyone in need of services or, healing? This is when, Izuku's like, yes, this girl right here. And, this is when, how am I still saying, I fixed that shit, didn't I? God damn. So this is when Recovery Girl comes up and she's like, dearie. She kisses, Uraraka and, her legs fixes. And this is when Recovery Girl looks at Izuku and he's like, you need help too? And this is when Izuku says, no, ma'am, I'm fine. And, this is when he just walks out, right? While walking out, he bumps into Bakugo. Bakugo's like, you damn nerd, I told you not to come. But this is when Izuku just walks past him, right? And, Bakugo gets pissed. He's like, you damn deku. He's about to throw an explosion at Izuku. This is when Izuku just catches his hand and just flips him over. And, Bakugo's like, wait, did this deku just flip me? And so when Izuku's like, I don't have time to play with you, Bakugo, today. Sorry. And, he just walks away. He gets home. When he reaches home, his mom's like, are you okay? And so when Izuku's like, yes, mom, I'm good. He goes to bed. 2 weeks later, a note comes in. His mom walks in and is like, Izuku. And this is when Izuku's like, yes, mom. This is when she shows him the letter. And yeah. Izuku's excited. So, he opens the letter while Inko's also there. And this is when it shows like, I am here. Young Midoriya, you scored a pretty nice score on the written exam, coming in the top 3. But not only that, you also aced the practical exam, getting 220 points. But that wasn't the only thing part of the exam. There was also hero points. And you gained 70. For not only saving Uraraka Uchako, but also getting her back to safety. I welcome you to my Hero Academia. I welcome you to your Hero Academia. This is when Yuko's like, yeah, my baby made it to UA, excited and all of that. I know she apologizes to Izuku for thinking that, she couldn't make it to become a hero, right? She apologizes right there and there so that, he knows that she's sorry. Izuku accepts her apology. And yeah, he gets his uniform. And that's where I'm gonna end this part off, right? I'm a bit rusty because I haven't been doing a what if. I haven't done a what if in like 3 to 4 weeks, depending on when you're seeing this. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys like and subscribe. I'm trying to get 1,000 subs before September, and we're currently at 953, 47 subs away from 1,000. So please like and subscribe. Now, without further ado, peace out.